The man that tried to kill Tory Lanez, man, done spoke out. He done spoke. They done gave this nigga a voice. Nah, let's see what he got to say, man. Let's go.
In the back of his head in prison and try to kill him. Well, he's speaking
10
out.
times,
He's explaining
bro.
why he tried to kill Tory Lanez.
What exactly took place between
Santino
you and
Casio.
That day that you stabbed him allegedly?
Allegedly.
Okay. That day, nothing much took place that day. Everything led up to that day, but that day I just came out in the morning to tell him, good morning, and I told him what's up.
Started with a good morning. Okay.
Everything is good. We had a little situation the night before and the day before.
Okay.
So what was the situation the night before and the day before?
So I heard some rumors that he was trying to put money on my head. He felt uncomfortable living next to me. Said I was a threat. So I confronted him. And then I found out the same thing. He said he tried to put money on my head, so he said I put money on his head. We had a little discussion or whatever. So that next morning.
Is Tory Lanez in there putting money on motherfuckers' head? Y'all believe that? So he said the day before, they kind of had a little situation going. But the next morning, they dapped it up, said, what's up, boom. So, then that, it sounds like they motherfucking, man, I don't know. I don't want to, let's see.
Okay. So the next morning.
Sound like a crazy story.
Everything was good.
I'm highly skeptical of anything that comes out of the mouth of a PDF. This man was arrested for killing his girlfriend, who was half his age.
That's what I'm saying. It just sounds crazy. I don't know what
However,
to say.
Tory Lanez did drop that song with DDG, and these lyrics from this song could be completely unrelated to that incident. Well, the incident didn't happen yet, but it could be completely unrelated, and Tory Lanez could just be doing the thing that rappers do, which is lie in their raps. But in the song with DDG, Tory Lanez confessed that he was putting bags on people's heads.
Sent me to prison and all that it taught me is if it go down how to stab at you. Tommies and bunkers, the knives, the thumpers, the lock and the socks, the credit at you. I call a shot on the yard, you a problem. My son out there hitting cash out shit out you.
I would be dishonest if I didn't bring that up, but honestly, I don't believe a word is coming out of this dude's mouth. In a way, he's super slimy.
Big dog.
Somebody who's been in jail long enough to where he understands certain vernacular and articulations that's needed in a self-defense case. So essentially, he just pleaded his self-defense case that he plans on pleading to the courts. But yeah, but this dude is
self-defense.
It very well could be, bro.
I heard he had money on my head, so I went and did what I had to do.
Super slimy to me.
Talked to him. He said, yeah, so I was going back into my cell. And when I looked back, instead of going to cell, he was walking towards my door. He stood in front of my cell, looked at his boys, made his little smirk. And when he showed me what he had and something in his pocket,
I ain't gonna lie, this sounds like a story he thought of real quick so he can have a story for, you feel me, when he go talk to the people. That's the only thing that sound like. I don't believe shit he's saying. You could tell when a nigga making something up on the spot real quick. Like, nah, that ain't what, I don't believe, dude.
What do you have in his pocket?
What he showed me looked to me like I believed it could be a weapon at the time.
Pay attention to the language here. I believed it to be a weapon.
Yeah,
at
that's
the time.
a defense
And
case. Ain't
because
gonna work, my
I
boy.
believed it to be a weapon at the time.
And
it
he was
wasn't
already doing
premeditation.
life.
It was me thinking this was a self-defense case. Now, he also says Tory Lanez's boys were present, right? He says Tory Lanez walked to his cell, was standing outside his cell like a Marvel character with something in his pocket, completely unprovoked, by the way. Completely unprovoked. They dabbed each other up, had no problems that day. But Tory Lanez all of a sudden has something in his pocket where he would say it was like a poker or a knife, and went to his cell and stood out the cell like a Marvel character while smirking to his boys. And smirking to his boys is an important detail because he contradicts himself later on in this call.
So I rushed in. and I just snatched him. I just took advantage of him. He was weak. I just threw him all over, and I just kept slamming him and stabbing him.
God damn.
And
I know he's small too. Y'all know Tory Lanez small too.
No, not at all.
I wasn't trying to kill him, ma'am. I just stabbed him 14 times, including 3 times in the head.
He said, was you trying to kill him? But my boy saying, not at all. But he done stabbed him over 10 times. Talk about, I wasn't trying to kill him. And you just said you was trying to take advantage. Slamming him and stabbing him. Slam and stab. Crazy combo. That's crazy. And one more thing. He said his boys was right there. How was he? Where was they at? And what was they doing the whole time? This man getting stabbed up and slammed and shit. It just tore the fuck up all over the cell.
Ma'am. I was just trying to make sure he ended up in critical condition with a collapsed lung. Oh
homeboys, for sure.
But I felt like it was a weapon. I felt threatened. And when I felt like a sting in my leg, I felt like, oh, he stabbed me. So I moved back and I kept stabbing more. And I seen that he threw something. So I was like, what the f*** is that? So I just kept going. After he was yelling and hell, screaming, please help me.
This dude must think we're stupid or something. This man said with a straight face, trying to convince us he's telling the truth, that Tory Lanez had a knife on him too, and Tory Lanez just let him rush him. Cool. Tory Lanez stabbed him in his legs, but he only felt a slight sting. Cool. Then while he's attacking Tory Lanez with a knife, Tory Lanez threw his knife away. And he thought, he did have a knife on him because he just threw it away. So that he continues to stab Tory Lanez up some more, including in the back of the head. Does that make sense, bro? What man is throwing away their weapon as you are attacking him with your weapon?
That just sounded crazy.
Cut it out.
This nigga getting attacked, so he take his and just throw it somewhere else.
This is a complete impossible scenario.
I just treat him once and like face protection and hit him and look at me. And then I just let him go. Like, I was saying, like, man, you trying to kill me?
What were you guys like? I know why, but why would he pick you out of all people to want to put money on your head? Well, what was the beef exactly about?
That's what we want to know.
It was really no beef. He just talked a lot. And I had confronted him a while back about always saying certain around me. Like, I'll take a fade, and I'll knife up, and I'll put a in his place. And to me, I feel like the second, third time hearing that in a conversation, I was like, man, what you trying to say? So I approached him and told him, like, what's up? Like, just go, I'll come into your cell, we'll do whatever. Like, let's play this game then. Because I felt like he was kind of antagonizing me, like testing me.
Right, what they should have did. They didn't even have to resort to stabbing for real. They both go on the cell. 20, 30 seconds, get that shit out the way, come out. Go on about their day. This nigga literally lost his damn life. Matter of fact, scratch that. I'm not going in no motherfucking cell and fading with no nigga that's convicted of what? No. Fuck what I just said. I'm putting money on your head.
Like,
what is he talking about? No. You want some of this too? No.
Chill, kick it together, everything. It just...
Oh, they're not on that type of prison yard, Rochelle.
Oh, okay.
No. They got like little fractions, but she was more like he was different. He started kicking it with certain people, you know. And when we started being mad, that time when we had our little misunderstandings and we stopped talking as much. But we were neighbors for a while. I've been knowing him for about 2 years already.
Okay. And during the situation when you and
your own neighbor, gang.
Yeah, we were cool. We chilled, we ate, we drank, we partied, kicked it. Yeah, we were good.
This is just pure hate. Him and Tory Lanez were apparently homies. They apparently was
for 2 years.
kicking it and partying. Yo, even the language he's using, bruh, partying, having fun. He sounds like a lifer. He sounds like somebody who has made away with jail is my home for life. I have no place to ever get out. He's talking about jail as if it's like something fun. There's no such thing as partying in jail, bruh. I refuse to believe it, bruh. But him and Tory Lanez is having normal conversation. Tory Lanez is letting him know, man, listen, man, I ain't afraid to fight none of these people in here, man. Listen, bro. Y'all, listen, bro. Like, I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to stab him if I got to stab somebody. Tory Lanez is telling you as a homie, yo, you feel me? Yo, he's getting ready for whatever comes his way. You take that as a threat towards you. It just shows me, bro, this man was looking for a reason to try to pick with Tory Lanez, bro. This man is probably an undercover racist. I'll be real with you, bro. All right, because even the scenario, bro, we're talking about, bro. Tory Lanez is having a friendly conversation with him, talking about how, yo, man, listen, man, if all these other dudes ever try me.
And he already locked up for murder, so ain't no telling how much time he done already did. So his mind already messed up. So anything he hear, he probably gonna take it the wrong way and do what he gotta do. You feel me? He already done been in there a while. So
I'm gonna really get down. You feel me? I'm not scared of none of these dudes. You take that as if he's testing you. It shows, bro, you have a superiority complex. He's probably an undercover racist, to be honest, bro. Because to me, that level of vitriol to stab somebody 14 times, you gotta really hate them. And to hate somebody like Tory Lanez for what? Like, y'all never had any type of major conflict or beef?
How much did the guy tell you that he paid to have you killed to get off?
watch you make up a number.
Oh, he said double whatever I was offering, but I never
Damn.
made that offer. That's what I didn't understand. He said that someone told him I offered people money to get rid of him. So he said he would give that person double and some dope.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That little line right there, I don't think he made that up. Cause ain't nobody who lie gonna say something like that. Feel me? A liar would have made up a number or some bullshit, you know. He said double, whatever. Who just think of some shit like that? Unless he's just the smartest motherfucker in the world and know what to say all of a sudden. He said double whatever he was offering. I don't think people are just saying that. That's the important line right there, gang. Pay attention.
But truth be told, I never offered no money. Like, why would I offer somebody something I could do?
Damn.
It doesn't make sense.
Something he done already did.
Once
You gotta make it make sense.
Make threats and I'll have you killed and, you know, have a run up to your cell. All that comments and I felt like, all right, you threatened my life. Like, there's nothing else to do but confront you. And that's what happened the next morning. I asked him, are we cool? He said, yeah, it's cool. And when I went to my cell, he followed me. And like I told you earlier.
Do you have any regrets of stabbing him?
Regrets? Oh, shit.
Because you stabbed him 14 times.
He went crazy. He tried to kill him.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. He tried to get him out of there.
I wish I could do certain things over, you know, but at the end of the day, I mean, I felt like he threatened my life. So, I mean, I can't. Those actions felt necessary to me at the time, like the whole, in the moment, him coming to my cells, you know, grabbing me, walking like, I felt like, it's fit. So I can't say I regret taking a stand for myself. No, not at all. I mean, I feel remorseful in a sense because it really didn't have to go that far, but I mean, he made his decisions and I made mine.
Talking about go that far when he the one did
Did
it.
he end up having a weapon on him?
14 times.
I mean, obviously I got a stab mark in my leg.
That man stabbed himself in the process. Tory Lanez ain't stabbed you, man. That man stabbed himself.
I don't understand that part.
He was cocking back like that. And then hit himself in the leg.
Okay, so the weapons were found from him, only from you.
No weapon was the weapon I was using wasn't found either. There was no weapons found.
Where'd it go?
That's what in the video it shows me putting it on the floor. That's what they were asking me. I don't know. Nobody was around. It was just me and him on the chair.
So it's a whole video of him getting stabbed.
Nobody was standing next to us. It was just me and him.
But earlier in this video, he says he rushed Tory Lanez after Tory Lanez was walking to his cell, knife in his pocket, smirking to his friends, smirking to his homies. So Tory Lanez was smirking to his homies, but not just saying nobody was nearby. So what is it? Was somebody nearby or was he smirking to his homies? And where was the quote-unquote homies at?
That's what I'm saying.
They ain't step in to defend Tory Lanez. They ain't, man, cut it out, bro. Bro, how jail works, jail is very tribal.
He in that motherfucker. Reckless, man. Hey, if y'all watching this, y'all make sure y'all stay out that motherfucker. That is not no place you want to go, man. But I hope Tory Lanez all good and shit, man. Elf, Megan, you know, that whoever her homegirl is need to go ahead and come forward and, you know, talk that talk. Tell him it was her ass, you feel me? Let my boy out, man. But I hope they let him out. I hope everything good. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Follow me on Instagram, Aries10K. Till next time, man. Let's get it.